Yo, yo, yo. It is Tuesday. It is the Tuesday. It is the Tuesday. How's everyone doing? It is random topic morning. Good morning, Henrik. How's it going, man? I am ready. How are you? I'm a bit tired. Just really tired lately. My body is just too much pressure, maybe. But I don't know. Lots to do. Hey, Captain Jetlag, Bruno Romano, Zeel in Gjork. What up, Gjork? So, please, start voting for topics. That would be fantastic. I'm just gotta do something. Oh, there we go. Hey, Rags. Catarosser. Yeah, Catarosser. No rest for the wicked. Happy birthday? It's not my birthday. You're crazy, Captain Boss. If you're looking at the Twitter, it's my Twitter anniversary, which is that my Twitter is turning, not my birthday. My birthday is in April. Yeah, we're back to random themes. Eric the Beautiful, fantastic comment. Topic. Hey, Captain Jetlag and Bones! Stolen helmet. Ooh, steampunk final boss. Oh. Hey, Billerfid. Happy Twitter birthday, yeah. Thank you. On the behalf of my Twitter. Hey, Nitu, how's it going? Welcome. Welcome to the stream. So, random topic, people. Give me a random topic. I will roll the dice, and we will see which dice, what the dice picks as a topic. So, in terms of topic, we got Eric the Beautiful, Stolen Helmet, Steampunk Final Boss, Sci-Fi Robot Gigolo. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Two more topics. I'll roll the dice, and if it's 5, 6, first come, first served. Um, 1 second. So my son will join in and watch me do my 30 minutes. Yoda the ballerina dress. In a ballerina? Either way, it's number 1. Dice roll, Google Dice Roll chose number 1. I need to really fix the on-screen dice. It doesn't work. So today's topic is Eric the Beautiful by Captain Jetlag. Eric the Beautiful by Captain Jetlag. I think this is your first Captain Jetlag in a very long time. Hey Gearsart, thank you very much for the host. This is getting close to Cosmic Banana, yeah, for sure. Me too. I don't know if I'm going to IFCC this year because the owner said we'll see. So we'll see. have Hugo make a new one, a new topic. No, he can do it tomorrow. Yeah, Captain Jetlag. It's rigged. Clearly rigged. So, Eric the Beautiful. What I saw, what I'm gonna try to do, right, is like a half portrait of Eric the Beautiful, um, sitting on his horse. And he's kind of, we're looking up at Eric the Beautiful, and maybe there's a peasant down here, and he's like Prince Valiant, you know, classic retro. Uh, oh, you mean a new topic? Yeah, here you go. You can make a new dice for me to use in paper. Hey, Sempibara. Well, good morning. Welcome back. Hugo sits there, observing. Oh yeah. Oh, almost forgot. Timer. Canary Islands. Have you gone there for vacation? Right. So let's do a Prince Valiant type character with that bowl cut, classic Prince Valiant Prince haircut with some sort of shiny armor. Um, Here's the horse over here on the right side. Up here is his face. I'm using soft brush at the moment. It has a nice feel to it. And what I'm going to try to do is experiment with soft brush and hard brush. And what I'm going to do as a test today is to incrementally go tighter with the brush. So I'm going to decrease in size and so on, but also alter the hardness of the edges. I think at the moment now it's 50% harder. I think it's a good enough sharpness. You don't want to have it too sharp when you have very soft brush. You want to kind of build into it. And of course, Eric the Beautiful needs to smile. A little prince smile with only one corner up. He needs to look stunning. Or maybe he shouldn't even look at the peasants. Maybe I should change that actually. And he's just looking. Yeah, let's do that. Let's change it up. Let's have Eric the Beautiful not even engaging with the peasants, right? Because he's too beautiful. He knows he's the most beautiful Eric in the world. And he's a prince. My fear here is that he's going to feel a little bit too crunched over, like bad posture. And he's a prince and he needs to stand strong, right? So I gotta move his head a bit up, so he's a little bit more straight. Just do it like that. He sounds like a douche. Yeah, he does. The most beautiful Eric. One second, I'm gonna just post a link here for you guys to look at while I'm doing this. Take a look at at everyone's round two entries there. By the way, the judges are full up with voting. I think some of the judges might be very busy, so ideally you'll get some good comments. But it looks like a lot of the judges so far um, are busy. So potentially you're just gonna get who won. I'm gonna obviously take some time and give you guys some feedback. But so far, two judges have put their votes in, and Justin, the composer, he had a look, and of course he's not an artist, a painter, so he commented on every matchup, but obviously his input is limited in the sense of he's not being an artist, he's being a musician. But he did wrote what he liked about uh, the winning concept or the winning illustration, I think, which is pretty cool. Very nice of him. And one judge have just put down who his vote. So we'll see. 2 out of 9 judges. Yeah, so Sunday is the deadline for the judges to cast a vote. Okay. Du måste sitta rakt, Hugo. My son said my face disappears when I'm painting. So let's adjust that. Är det bättre nu? Okay. Yeah, lack of vitamin D is a real issue during the winter times in Northern Europe, and a source of a lot of depression. Hmm. So around time, only 7 minutes in. Yeah, so everyone did their fantastic entries for the Unreal Bjornament. For all you new people that came with the hosting, it's a competition I arranged where it's knockout tournament style. The winner continues. Where 42 of you fantastic people from the Discord joined in to go head to head against each other, and you battled for to who wins. Yet to scavenge some winning prizes, but ideally there's going to be some sort of goodie bag, or I don't know. We'll see. But currently round 2 just finished. There's some really cool entries. A lot of people put a lot of effort in, which is really nice to see. So it's a 2-week challenge that so after those 2 weeks, you guys, they get a week of downtime for them to kind of sort things out, and then the next round starts. And when the next round starts, it shows who's the winner, who got knocked out, and who advances, and what's the new topic. And thank you very much. Anistara, for the follow. Much appreciated. Hedrick, yeah, it's not always easy to like pass judgment on someone that who has to win. But it's important that you have enough ability to say which one is the better. Otherwise, what's the point of being a judge? But the judges are artists of great caliber. So, Hugo, om du inte kan sitta tyst måste du gå härifrån. Du kan inte göra massa ljud, okej? Okay? Ja? Captain Bose, yeah. But there is a physiological issue with it. You know, like there's when there's just not enough sunlight. I think the problem is not our ability to absorb vitamin D in low light conditions, but the fact that we're working, um, like in Scandinavia, when you go to work, the sun hasn't risen yet, and during the sun hours you're actually indoors working, and then when you're done with work at 4 o'clock or whatever, and you go home, the sun has already set. So it's not that Scandinavians have issues with absorbing vitamin D, or maybe they even have a enhanced ability to absorb vitamin D due to the kind of low light conditions of Northern Europe. But the issue with that is that when you're working, you don't get any vitamin D. You don't get any sunlight because you're indoors. So, so what a lot of Scandinavians or Northern Europeans do is that during the winter period they take sun vacations. They go to these warmer countries, which has winter time for them, but is like a moderately okay summer for Northern Europeans. You know, like you go to like Tenerife or something, which has like their winter period is 20 degrees only, partly cloudy. But for let's say a Swede during minus 20 um, weather conditions and only like 4 hours of sunlight a day, that is a fantastic addition to the vitamin D intake. Captain Jetlag, yeah, obviously, dark skin has a completely different behavior in sunlight than light skin. You know, they have more melatonin, for example, and I think in theory they deflect more light. Um, so the little light they get in Northern European conditions might not just be enough. Maybe they just reflect it out too much. While white paper versus black paper, like it gets hot versus it's cooler in sunlight. Captain Jetlag, yeah, but like 25 degrees in the middle of winter for a Swede is fantastic. It's not like they all go or walk around in t-shirts and shorts and like thinks it's a fantastic summer vacation, while all the locals are like in jackets and thinking it's a horrible winter. But it's classic. You can see. I used to go as a 20-something year old to these Tenerife and Canary Islands and so on, and you could always see the Northern Europeans. They were like more or less naked constantly, and all the other locals and people, they dressed up. You know, they dressed in layers. I think so far this winter the coldest was 20. Kommer du ihåg hur kallt det var, Hugo? När det är som kallast? Det var mer. Okay. My son says it's the as cold as he remembers. It was minus 19 this winter, but I think it was colder actually. At night, it was definitely colder at night. But during daytime, it was 19. Captain Jetlag. Yeah, obviously, um, there is a reason why people from Africa has dark skin versus people from European countries have white skin. There is definitely some evolution, uh, evolutionary reasons for it, right? So, I mean, if full Swede, like the fair skin, uh, they have lived in northern European climate, they go to Africa, whatever, and they don't have sunscreen or layers of clothes to shield them from the sun, they'll they'll become bacon in no time. Because their skin is geared for way lower uh, light intensity, sun intensity. They need to like absorb a lot more from very less, you know. While people from Africa, they clearly don't need that much absorption because they're around it all day. Which is like I think is one of the beautiful things about the humans is that the human body is so adaptable and it changes depending on need. And and then you add racism to it, which is incredibly stupid. Hey, Marvin Marbles. Thanks for the follow, Captain Jetlag. It's just because you get too drunk and pass out in the sun, and you think you've been just out for half an hour, but it's actually hours. No, but joke aside, I actually think, Captain Jetlag, I actually think that there could be lifestyle difference or chemical difference in your body. You know, higher or lower amount of melatonin. You can, I guess, you can supplement it to some degree. Increase the production of melatonin. Uh, is it melatonin that is the color of the skin? Probably is related to stress or something. You know, when you're stressed, you are inhibited in producing certain chemicals and increases in certain others, and that could definitely play a part in it. Put 100 Swedes in Africa and observe evolution. Yeah, it's a great TV show there. Yeah, lots of rocky running people. Melanin or melatonin. Melanin? Melatonin? Is it melatonin? Maybe the feel good chemical, and melanin is the color chemical in skin. Serotonin, or is serotonin the feel good chemical? I don't remember. So we are a third into the warm-up. Going pretty good, I would say. Gonna play a little bit with the lighting condition differently. Kind of give it a little bit of a backlight rather than full light, full front light. Sandrock, yeah, exactly. There could also be in Jetlag's case there that he maybe was out more and had a better uh, tanned foundation, so he wouldn't burn as easily because he'd be outside more. You know, have had a stronger base. Hey, Lethargic Noodles, thank you very much for the host. Fantastic. Thank you very much for the host. Very appreciated. As always, the more the merrier. So I'm gonna do this little trick that I've been playing around with, or talked about before, is this overlay and brushing textures into your painting that way, without really changing too much. It's a great way to, like, you can add a little bit of what looks like, you know, a little bit more artistic brush marks. If you feel like you're going too tight, you can easily put a layer on overlay and then kind of have a 30% gray, and you can subtly affect the painting a little bit by brushing with a texture brush on top. Especially just for sketching or final touches on a painting as well. It works both ways. But it's just a great little way of adding a little bit more interest to it. His head, it does look a little bit big, but it's also not like giant. It's just not Superman proportions. But for the sake of seeing him from a different angle, I can decrease the size a bit, making it a little bit heroic in proportions. Inte bara. Vi pratar efter, okej? Yeah, the eight head proportions. Yeah, they're vital. Vital for that westernized hero look. That chiseled photo model, 8 foot, 8 heads tall. Hugo, snälla. Du vet, om du inte kan vara tyst så får du faktiskt gå härifrån. Och sitt rakt. Yeah, he's beautiful. Well, yeah, nothing says that Eric the Beautiful is heroic, right? He's just beautiful. Kom igen. Du skakar på bordet. You? Yeah, maybe his armor is not that huge. That too. Eric the Beautiful. Maybe he needs like petals flying in the air, celebrating his beauty. Prince Ada, but yeah, it's a little bit He-Man. He-Man, aka Prince Eric. Hey Helix, how's it going, man? Nice of you to drop by. Henrik Vest, yeah, absolutely. He hasn't really proven his might in battle. He's just beautiful, and they're like, ooh, there he is, the most beautiful prince of them all in the kingdom, in all kingdoms rather, and he slays all the ladies rather than dragons. Yeah, he just rides his horse around.
Hey, who wants to play Drink the Beer?
Hey Helix, thank you very much for the host. Really appreciate it. It's fun to be more the merrier. And I see on my Twitch, old coworker is back from vacation. He he left Opus and went for freelance. So I think I'll if he's still on afterwards, I'm gonna host him. He's a good artist, very friendly guy. Um, so I'll probably host him in 2 minutes. He's doing a lot of splash art recently, which is cool. Maybe we can do a little subtle innuendo here with a sword poking up. All heroes needs a blade, right? And especially Eric the Beautiful, he needs a beautiful sword. A majestic sword. Could have like some sort of royal crown thing on there. We're out of time. What? Almost 2 minutes only left. All right. Okay, let's maybe just give it a little bit of color for the sake of to boost the mood a bit. Chances are it's going to ruin because we're adding all the complexity in our mind rather than visually seeing it. So now that when I'm going to add color, the illusions is going to start breaking because it's going to be a what's it called? Homogeneous treatment of color rather than like skin tones and complexity and so on. But it's just a half an hour painting, so I think I'll add just a little bit of color. I'm gonna leave the darkest shadows gray, I think, or something like that, and then tone it down. Just so you get the feeling. Hendrik, yeah. Have you beheld my beauty recently? Hey, Sam Peterson and Coldberger, thank you very much for the host. Much appreciated. Mucho gracias. Let's see if we can't must push in some more colors in there. That's pretty nice. Maybe fade it a bit. Alright, that's it. That's time up. And a pure heart. Yeah, yeah. Publicly, he has a pure heart. But Eric the Beautiful, maybe he's just naive. Maybe he's like the village idiot, kind of. That typical stereotype of the village idiot, which just runs around in the village and doesn't know anything. But it just happens to be that he's a prince, right? So obviously it's not the same. He has his cards. What's this that saying? Decked. Cards are decked in his favor. Cards are set in his favor. I don't remember. I don't remember the saying. A cross-eyed prince. Yeah, exactly. A little bit like that. Stacked in his favor. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, Zealid, exactly. He'll be beheaded. Right, so time is up. Let's have a look. Okay, Alex is streaming. So let's raid my old coworker, Alex. And make sure to give him a follow and tell him you sent me. I sent you. Anyways, thank you everyone for hanging out. See you guys tomorrow morning. Good luck with whatever you need to do. Bye.